Good afternoon. Today is Wednesday, May the 24th. The time right now in Singapore is 1:49 in the afternoon. Now, that will be a little recap as to what happened overnight on Wall Street. We saw that the U.S. equity prices basically has retreated from the high. As far as the Dow Jones is concerned, it is back now testing the 33,000 levels. And this is because there is no progress being made in the U.S. debt ceiling negotiation as far as Washington is concerned. And this is causing market to actually become a little bit more cautious as we go towards the what called the June 1st deadline, which is going to be early next week. So this is going to be a very dangerous weekend because you will also have Memorial Day holiday coming out on Monday, and Friday is going to be half a day of trading. So that means the market condition very, very dangerous for trading. So anybody out there who is trading into the weekend, be very, very careful. So again, basically what we can see here, the prices has basically retreated back to the 33,000 levels, very, very close to the May low so far at 32,937.5. So whether the market can actually trade below this level is open to debate. There is that possibility, especially when you consider that the market is pulling back in likely a three-way pattern from the high of 34,257.8, and it may actually see prices in the Dow Jones retreating back to test the 32,450 levels. So this is an area of opportunity here. So if the market do press back into this area, maybe to look out for a buy position. Now, the S&P 500 is not as bearish looking as we can see in the Dow Jones. Basically, prices is retreating back from the year high at 4,212.8, which was last traded last Friday, and prices now is approaching an area which I would consider to be quite conducive to buying, and this area is 4,116 to 4,135 levels. So we can say that the prices is pulling back into this area. Let's see if this area can actually hold, because if it can hold, there's a good chance market may rebound back to test a new high for the year at possibly somewhere between 4,240 to 4,342. Okay, so again, this uprise here is getting to be quite limited. The risk now is to the downside. Be very careful trading US equity going forward. In fact, for that matter, equity market as a whole. When we look at the Nasdaq 100, we can see the Nasdaq on a relative basis is still very, very firm, although you saw a bit of a pullback from last night's high at 13,893.7. This price is actually quite near to my target area of 14,135 to 14,712. And if the market do pull back, if the market can actually hold above 13,300, it is actually quite conducive for another push higher into the 14,000 mid levels. Okay, so this is an area which I think may be still good for buying, but again, the buying is getting to be very, very hairy going forward. If I'm you, I would definitely want to take a step back and just observe and not want to buy at these current levels, because like I said, with the debt ceiling negotiation hanging in the balance, not sure whether they will come up to any kind of resolution. If not, then this weekend, like I said earlier on, it's going to be one hell of a weekend to hold open position on the buy side into the weekend. Okay, and over in Asia, we can see that Asian markets, as far as the Hang Seng is concerned, is pulling back. We have seen the market took out the April low, and now it's heading towards the March low, which is currently traded low so far is at 18,829. So if this level goes back into this level in the three-way pullback, the equality level will be at somewhere between 18,660 to 19,000. So basically, this area is actually quite good for buying. If you want to trade this on the buy side, just remember to put your stop just below 18,800. Okay, so the alternate buy area is for the market to continue in the larger three-way pullback to test the 16,000 to between 16,000 to 17,000 level. So that will see another 2,000 to 3,000 points drop. So if you want to do some short-term scalping, you can consider doing somewhere within this bracket of 18,660 to 19,000. So other than that, maybe it's best to wait for a rebound to sell this rather than to stick on the buy side. Okay, over the Nikkei, Nikkei actually pulled back from the year high. This is a high that was last traded beyond the August high of 1990. So we can see this is a multi-decade high, 31,352.5, short of hitting my target at 31,605. So we can say that the market currently is pulling back. Let's hope that this can may not evolve into something more dramatic, but we can see that this elevated prices is very hard to justify, considering there are so many risks that has not been resolved globally, especially in US equity markets. Okay, so this is actually a valuation that's very hard to justify, in my opinion here. Okay. So short term, we may see prices coming back. Let's see what kind of corrective pattern it evolve into. Okay, but basically right now I have no view other than the fact that I'm already short this market, and let's see what happens. Over in the Chinese market, we can see that China is basically following what we see in the Hang Seng Index. Market now is basically coming down in a three-way pattern from a high of 4,169.5, and it is getting very close to the equality level, somewhere between 3,758 to 3,849. Okay, so basically this area is possibly a buying opportunity here. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Over in energy market, we can see that energy in terms of the WTI crude oil has managed a new high for the week itself at $73.93, but we have not broken up of the month high level, which is currently at $76.07. It may continue to edge higher for all I know without pulling back, but if there's going to be a pullback, it's going to be somewhere around $69.50, and that could be an area for a buying opportunity. Right now, there is simply no pullback. We will have to see what happens next. Over in precious metal, we can see precious metal has rebounded from the overnight low at $1,954. Currently, it's trading at $1,979. It could actually extend higher into this bracket of prices between 1,986.5 to 1,994.20. This is an area of equality. If the market cannot sustain beyond the $1,995 and pull back, then it is getting ready for another challenge to the downside. Okay, so over in the silver, we are beginning to see also a rebound from $23.11 from the overnight low, and it may go back into this bracket of prices, which is currently between $23.82 to $24.26, which I deem to be an area of vulnerability here. So not sure whether the market has found a bottom yet, but I think there is the likelihood that we may see lower prices at least this week going into the weekend. Okay, over in the dollar index, we can see dollar continue to stay elevated, but it's pulling back from the overnight high of 103.55, and short term it could pull back all the way to 102.40 to 102.80 levels, and that could provide a buying opportunity. The market may actually go up and challenge the 104.72 levels. Okay, over in the dollar, euro versus the dollar, the euro has very little rebound. The idea was to sell into this 109 level, but the rebound did not happen. So again, we have to watch. Currently, it's definitely not an ideal place to be selling. Definitely not an area in which I want to be buying. Okay, so basically, I'm only interested in selling. But if the market can go back to 109, then I'll be looking to at least take a chance on the short side of the markets. Over in sterling, same thing. Sterling actually went up to an overnight low of 123.75 and then rebound this morning. And if they can continue the momentum higher, ideal level to sell will be 125.25 levels to 125.65 levels. That would be a better area to sell rather than selling at the current price of 124.30 levels. Okay. Over in the Aussie continued to weaken overnight, and this morning we see a low for the month of May. Right now we are almost challenging the April low. We can see the low so far is 0.6585, and if the market cannot hold at this black line here, what we call the support line. Now if I want to show you the compressed chart, you can see that if I compress this chart, this market has this level here 0.6565 and extend it further to the into the future. You can see this is a support line here. So right now the only thing that's holding the market rate as far as the Aussie is concerned is this support line. And if the market breaks the April low and breaks the March low, it's going to go all the way down to test the last November low, which is 0.64. Okay, so somewhere around 0.64. So if the market breaks 0.6565, it's going to go perhaps another 160 points pips lower to test the November low of last year. Also in the Canadian dollars, what we can see here, the Canadian dollars is trying to rebound. If you can see the extension of this rebound back into 135.70 to 136 even, that level will be a much better level to see a possible sell position. If this level fails to cap, there will be another alternate sell level at 136.60 to 137.20. So ideally, we want to sell at a higher price, but let's see what happens at this current level. If the market can actually go beyond 136 even. Okay, dollar yen has eased off from the overnight high. We have an overnight high of 138.90 levels, and we can see the prices are pulling back. If the market can pull back to somewhere around 137 to 137.70, that will provide a good area to consider buying, because I think the market is not done with this yet. I think there's a very good possibility market will first challenge the December high of last year at 139.90, and after that will be 140.60 to 142.30. Okay, so there is this possibility the big figure will change to 140 here. Over in Bitcoin, we can see Bitcoin has pulled back a little bit. Now, the structure here is becoming to be clearer right now. The pullback from 27,666 is likely to unfold in a three-wave pattern. Now, if the market can go down 25,900 to 26,190, that level is actually a more conducive level. In fact, this level will be a very, very good level to actually do a counter trend trade, basically to buy on the dip, because the lowest traded so far is 25,800. Okay, so if you buy somewhere around 25,900 to 26,200, that will be giving us a very, very low risk entry point. The minimum target will be for a challenge on 28,300 levels. Okay, so if this level can be achieved, then the next target will be at 30,000. So this is all I have for you for today. In the meantime, you take care and be safe. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care.